Hello everyone, Ace here, and today I've decided to answer yet another question regarding video game history. Specifically, what exactly made Dead Space great? First released back in October of 2008, and spawning multiple sequels, as well as an upcoming HD remaster, Dead Space is a game that has managed to gain a very real following. But to truly understand why this particular game is well remembered within the horror genre fandom, I would have to say that there is one very important detail, that being the time in video game history in which Dead Space came out. While it may not have been obvious at the time, in retrospect people looking back at that particular era may notice that AAA publishers were by that point moving away from the survival horror genre, with even well-known franchises such as the Resident Evil series becoming more of an action-oriented series rather than a true horror series. The reason for this change appears to be related to the fact that game publishers increasingly pushed for games to be made to appeal to as wide an audience as possible. And while horror games were by no means among the first genres to be affected in this manner, they were perhaps among the most famous due to the sizable audience that they possessed at the time by comparison. With this in mind, Dead Space, along with its sequel Dead Space 2, could be seen as something of a last hurrah for the survival horror genre, at least until it was finally revived back in 2017 with Resident Evil 7, when it comes to AAA titles specifically. So ultimately, I would have to say that the timing of the game's release was the main factor in making it great. An odd thing perhaps to say, but it is important to note that Dead Space, to be honest, although thoroughly well made and well crafted, didn't particularly do anything new in the genre. And with this in mind, the only truly standout feature of Dead Space was that it came out at a time when horror games were very specifically on the decline and on the way out. And thus, the fact that Dead Space was a legitimately solid and good game, despite the very real challenges that the industry was putting against it, was enough given the context. With this in mind, I hope you'll agree when I say that Dead Space is great.